possession's been a bit 50-50. But Bayer Leverkusen with a cross. Oh, they've scored from a cross. Are you for real? What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan. Welcome to Club 4, episode 14 of the FM19 Brexit Manager, where Brexit means Brexit. We are in a new season with Wolfsburg, and we have a German Super Cup coming up today with more trophies on the horizon. But as it's a new season, we need to go through our new transfers, so we have been a bit busy in the transfer window. Only 4 players have come in, and all that was done in the pre-season. As I normally do, as soon as I finished ending the episode of last time, I go out and scout players and try and put bids in before the window opens, because if the window opens, a lot of other clubs tend to jump in and get players, so I'd rather get all my players sorted before it opens. And if it's anything more open, then we can kind of go for that as well. So £60 million spent and £32.5 million out. So we have let some players go. Moussa Diaby did go to Sevilla in the end, but he did only go for 12.25 million. I kind of just wanted to get him off the books, really. Help me fund some transfers that I wanted to get through the door. The only other big name is Cooper Miners has left us to go to Sparta Prague for £20 million. With the strength of the team we had, he wasn't getting as much game time as he hoped. I thought I would cash in on him while I could. So he has left us for £20 million, but we have got some replacements coming in. And I shall go through them now. So we have a new centre-back, Pepe, for £15.5 million from, who was it we got him from? Sport Sao Paulo, I think, or SPO. I think that's Sao Paulo. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Brazilian fans, but we have got him in from there and he's already worth £34 million. Looking at his stats, he is an absolute beast of a centre-back. 16 heading, 16 tackling, 17 aggressions, 17 decisions, 18 pace. He's quick, he's strong, and he's a very good centre-back. 4-star current ability, 5-star potential. We've got Victor Martellotto from Belgrano, the same place we got Ojeda from, for £14.5 million. He is a midfielder, he is a Mazzella, a natural Mazzella, so he's going to be helping with Diaz in that Mazzella in the midfield. 3-star current ability, so he's not as good as the other players we've got in, and he's 4.5-star potential, but he does look like a very nice Mazzella. He's got all the attributes we need. He's going to be a bit of a rotation player with him and Diaz, but he is going to be featuring heavily this season. And a name you will all recognise from Austria Vienna, Mansour Bold. We got him in for £27.5 million. This is a player that when we were in charge of Austria Vienna, we got him in for like less than £1 million. Our scouts managed to find him, and he has turned into a beast of a deep-lying playmaker. Look at those greens. Who would have thought when we signed him for Austria Vienna that he would turn into such a beast of a player? And we've got him in on the cheap, really. He was worth something like 50 million. So there we go. We only got him in for less than 300k. And he has been very good for Austria Vienna since he's been with them. But we've got him in for 27.5 mil, 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential, and he is probably going to be the starting deep line playmaker. And it was getting Balled in that really sort of facilitated Cooper Miners leaving the club, because Mansour Ball is going to be first choice. Cooper Miners, I don't think is going to be happy with a backup option, so we've let him go. And we have got a left back in, and we very much struggled for a left back. So we've got in Fazlik from Werder Bremen for 2.5 mil. He's not the best left back, but for a backup, he will do. He's only 2-star current ability and 2.5-star potential, but he will do as a backup left back. He's got good crossing, which is what we want from our wing backs. So, we'll make do with him for now until something better comes along, but he is purely a backup player, so we're not going to be seeing him much. Borgio has certainly got that left back position on lock. So with the first episode of the new season, the only competitive game that we've really had, well, we haven't had any, because the German Cup first round's already coming up. So we're going to have the Stuttgart game today, and we're going to have the Bayer Leverkusen first game of the Bundesliga coming up today. But, we have a chance at silverware. We've won the Bundesliga. Can we pick up the German Super Cup? And this is the team. So we've got Klorban in goal as we want to get his fitness levels up. It is a bit of a glorified pre-season game, but still trophies, isn't it? So, not the strongest team, but it's a team that I'm putting out to get our fitness levels up. Damjanovic, Foyth, Verhoeven and Fazlik at the back. Bald and Martelotto, so two new signings in the midfield. Muhammad Ali, Ojeda, who we couldn't get arse back from Spurs. We tried. He was not coming to us. Spurs were like, no, he is now a key player for us. So, unfortunately, Ramon Arce has not come back on loan. So, Ojeda is going to be stepping up, hopefully, this season to take his place. Gruber, back from injury. He's on the left-hand side. And the Doc is going to start up front as Elmbach isn't quite fit. But I probably will bring Elmbach off the bench. Our new signing Pepe has picked up a knock, so he will not be featuring in this game. So, as I say, glorified pre-season game really, but it's a German Super Cup. We could win another trophy to add to our trophy cabinet. We've already won the Bundesliga. Let's add the Super Cup to that trophy cabinet. So I'm going to say we owe Stuttgart after what happened in the last match. I'm trying to think what happened in the last match. I think it was the league game after we got knocked out at Atletico. I think that's it. So we do have a German Super Cup game today. Can we add more trophies to Wolfsburg? 13 minutes in, it's a corner for Stuttgart. Whips it in, Gadro's found Banutopoulos, but it's a save, cuts it back, and Wolfsburg are 1-0 down already. And to be honest, look at the stats. We've had all the possession, but Stuttgart have had the shots. And we do find ourselves 1-0 down. Stuttgart turned into a bit of a bogey team for us. We made the save, Islamovic cut it back, and Knudsen with the shot. That makes it 1-0, 30 minutes in, and it's all Stuttgart. 22 minutes in, Gruber, no! Gruber, that was two-footed. It's a straight red card, and he's got sent off, and we're down to 10 men. Oh, this isn't good. Right, let's go defensive, shall we? Let's go defensive. What are we going to do here? I think we're going to go with two strikers, I think. We're gonna make someone a halfback. Who's the best halfback we have on the pitch at the moment? It's probably Foyth, which means, unfortunately, I think Ojeda, you're going to have to be the man to make way, I think. Ojeda can come off. We'll bring Rekic on for you. We're going to go with a bit of a asymmetrical formation. I think the Doc could be the deep line forward. And Muhammad Ali, not really a striker, but he's going to have to do the job for us today. So, a bit of a change at the back. And we're down to 10 men. And it's a corner for Stuttgart. They whip it in. Knudsen with a header. It's over the bar. Stuttgart are our bogey team. Corner from Ali. 27 minutes in. Can we get an equaliser? Not like that, we won't. But Fazlik, the new signing on left back. Muhammad Ali, 1-2 between them. Martelotto outside the box. Foyth, we're keeping the ball, that's good. Mansour Ball, the major signing we've signed from Austria Vienna. The man we brought in from our former club. Damjanovic with a cross. Nobody there for Martelotto. Over the bar. It's at least a chance. It's a chance. 31 minutes, the Doc whips it in. It's cleared away, and now Stuttgart are on the ball. They are coming towards our goal. We're chasing back. Nobody's going for Schick. Schick's got all the space. Crosses it in. It's 2-0. This is like the Stuttgart game we had before. This is like the league game when we played Stuttgart. It's all them. They are definitely a bogey team. But we are down to 10 men, so, that's understandable. Look at the amount of players they got up. No one was marking Mutlu. And Mutlu Engin gets the second goal. It's only the Super Cup. Who worries about that anyway? Mansour Bald has picked up an injury. It's all going down for Wolfsburg. This is not the game we want to have these sort of injuries. We've had a red card. Our new signing's gone off injured. coming up to half-time. What could else possibly go wrong? What else could go wrong in this game? Our team are underperforming. We've had an injury. We've had a man sent off. Let's hope he's not out for a long time. I'm going to say, show me something else in the second half. I've already made 2 subs. So we're going to get the second half underway. We didn't want to win the German Super Cup anyway. Didn't even want to win it. 77 minutes in, I haven't made any subs. We've only got 1 sub left to make, so I'm going to wait a little bit. But Gladrow wins the ball back, and Stuttgart on the attack again. They've got Bonotopoulos, finds Islamovic, Schick's there. We got nobody at right back. He crosses it. Bonotopoulos is there, but it goes over the bar. I think we'll make a sub. We might as well. We've got 10 minutes to go. The Doc's on 6.3. Mohamed Ali's on 6.3. We might as well bring El Batch on. We'll bring El Batch on. We'll swap them 2 around. We'll make El Batch a target man on support. Yeah. That's kind of all I've got, really. It's kind of all I've got. 81 minutes. It's a corner. We clear it away. Berners off with a shot. It does go wide. I haven't got much else to say, really. 91 minutes coming up to full time. We haven't even had a shot on target. We haven't even had a shot on target to report. Mutlu's going to get sent off. Good for him. But it doesn't really make a difference in this game. Stuttgart are definitely a bit of a bogey team. I think we're going to have to prepare for them this season. They might turn into a bit of a force in the Bundesliga. The Doc whips it in. Marteletto's there. It's over the bar. Still haven't had a shot on target. And we are going to wait for the final whistle. And unfortunately, I think we're going to have to watch as Stuttgart lift the German Super Cup. So, yeah, there is the final whistle. We didn't even want to win it. It's only the German Super Cup anyway. You know, the board don't care about it. I don't care about it. I would have liked to win it. I'm secretly lying to you all. I really did want to win it. But my main concern is Mansour Bald. That is my main concern. I just hope he's not out for a long time. Couple of days, that's fine. But let's hope he's not out for a long period of time. He's out for 3 to 4 weeks. Out for 3 to 4 weeks. So the season's going to start and our new blockbuster signing is out for 3 to 4 weeks. But Ball does make his debut. You know, we get some money. Gruber's banned for 1 match. I'm going to not appeal it because, you know, he did go in 2-footed. So, yeah, not the best start to the season, really. So we're going to skip over the German Cup first round as we're probably going to smash Buchholz by a lot of goals. And we'll come back for the first game of the season against Bayer Leverkusen, which, you know, that's the real start of the season, not the Super Cup. We're going to start the season well against Bayer Leverkusen. Couple of signings to go through, only 1 new signing. It is a loan signing, Bertrand Moreno from Marseille. He is on the transfer list over there, but I thought I'd bring him in as a 3rd option up front, just in case Elmbach doesn't really do it for me up front, because he's had a bit of a poor bit of form. So, you know, a very good player, very good pace about him, decent finishing. He's a very good advanced forward, but he's probably going to be 3rd choice behind Elmbach and the Doc. And a few loan signings out. We've let Sahinovic go out. He's a youth player. We've let Spagus go to Stuttgart. And a Togby go to our former team, Fortuna Dusseldorf. We've also had some injuries as well. If I go to the medical centre, where do we go? Current injuries. Ojeda picked up an injury in our German Cup game. And Diaz has picked up an injury as well. But he should be back in 2 days. Mansour Bald, luckily enough, should be back in around about 10 days' time. Only 1 game we missed, and that was the German Cup. We won 8-1. We absolutely destroyed them. Ojeda got a goal, Sabitzer scored 2 goals, Koroglu got a goal, Moreno, our new striker, got a goal, Elbach got 2, and Pavlak got 1 as well. So a lot of goals. I mean, they're not even in the league, I don't think so. You know, that was kind of be expected, to be honest with you. But we are going to start our season today with a game against Bayer Leverkusen. And this is the lineup for that game. We've got Angus Gunn in goal, Damjanovic, Pepe, Verhoeven and Boggio at the back. Pavlak and Martelotto in the midfield, Ali, Koroglu and Gruber, and the Doc starts up front. I really need the Doc to get his season off with a bang and grab some goals for us at home against Bayer Leverkusen, who, looking at their formation, are going very defensive. So I'm going to give a passionate, show me what you can do, and then tell them they have what it takes. Always tell them they have what it takes, because it always gets them happy, gets them hyped up for the game, and hopefully get the result. So we are going to our first game of the season. We are at home against Bayer Leverkusen. Can we start our defence of the Bundesliga with all 3 points? Corner 7 minutes in from Ali, whips it in for Verhoeven. We almost made it 1-0 off the back of a corner. 20 minutes in, it's a throw in. It's been all Wolfsburg. We've had the shots. The possession's been a bit 50-50. But Bayer Leverkusen with a cross. Oh, they've scored from a cross. Are you for real? Just as I say, yeah, it's all us. We're all, we're the ones playing better. And then they score from a cross. Panucculus, edge of the area. That is a cross. I don't care what he says. That is a cross. And we are 1-0 down already. Oh, have we achieved all we can achieve at Wolfsburg? Is it time to go? We've won the Bundesliga. Has everyone worked us out? Coming up to half time, they've only had 1 shot on target and they've scored it. And we haven't really turned up at all. We're getting all the possession, all the shots. We're just not doing anything with it, guys. Be a bit more, up for it. I expect to see much better in the second half. I think instead of going a bit shorter passing, I think we might be going a bit more direct. Pass into space, do you know what I mean? Use the pace that we've got to go around our defenders. So 1-0 down, we're going to give it 15 minutes and see if we can make a difference. Throw in from Borgio, 54 minutes. I really want to see a goal to get back in this game. It's a poor cross, but Karoglu picks it up, crosses it in. Pavlak's going to pick it up, edge of the area. Muhammad Ali, and that is the first goal for Wolfsburg this season. Muhammad Ali grabbing the goal. We are back in the game at 1-1 at home to Bayer Leverkusen. That was exactly what we needed at the exact right time. Karoglu crosses it, headed away. Pavlak's going to see him, pass it to Muhammad Ali, and he gets himself back in the goals. And it's 1-1 at home. Offside, maybe? No, he's well onside. What are you talking about? 1-1. 60 minutes in, I've just shouted get creative. Another throw in from that left-hand side. Borgio crosses it. Damjanovic takes a touch, deflected, and Fabio Gruber makes it 2-1 to Wolfsburg. We've turned up the second half after we've given that bit of an aggressive team talk, and that is all we need to get 3 points. Just be a bit aggressive. Guys, we're the league champions. We should be setting the precedent. But Damjanovic has loads of room, has a shot, deflected, and Fabio Gruber is there for a tap-in. And we are 2-1 up in the league. 67 minutes, let's make some changes. So who's not performing, who's looking a bit tired? Karoglu's looking a bit tired out there. The problem is that we've let Spagus go out on loan and Ojada's injured. So I don't really have an advanced playmaker to play. But what we're going to do, you're going to love this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go 2 strikers up top. We're going to bring on Batch on for him. We're going to make him a target man on support. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. We're going to distribute to target man. And we're going to go for hit early crosses. We're going to get people in the box. Take advantage of Elmbach. Marteletto's not having the best of games. Can we bring anybody on for him? Diaz is injured. But we'll chuck him on anyway. What's the worst that can happen? We'll chuck him on. Let's see if we can get another goal to seal this game. Muhammad Ali hits the crossbar. Unlucky, but we're still 2-1. Coming up to full time. That's kind of been all the highlights we've had, really. But it's good that we've come back into this game. They've only had 2 shots on target all game. And Angus Gunn catches the ball. And that should be the full-time whistle. That should be the full-time whistle. There we go. So we do get the season off to a win. It was a bit touch and go in the first half, but we did bring it back in the second. So I'm going to say I'm happy with the comeback. We've managed to get 3 points. Not those convincing of performances, but we do get a win in the first game of the season. Argentina boss scouting our players, as is the Brazil boss. So look at the league table. We are in 5th place with 1 game played. So we did get off with a win. Nürnberg, Stuttgart, Freiburg all getting wins. Bayern Munich haven't played yet. So, there's a few teams that haven't yet played in the league. So the only thing I need to show you is that we have had the German Cup draw, and we got drawn against Bayern Munich. The team that knocked us out in the third round last year, we've got them in the second round this year, so we'll probably have to show that off. But I think what we'll do to end the episode, we'll do a Champions League group stage draw. The draw for the Champions League has arrived, and we have been seeded first for the draw. The reason being is that we won the German league, so we do automatically get seeded first for the draw. So as the first team comes out, let's draw all those. So we are in Group F of the Champions League. So what we'll do, we'll draw right up until Group E. So the potential teams we could get Man City. We can't have Dortmund or Lyon. So it's Man City or Lyon. I much prefer Lyon. If we get Man City, it's going to be a struggle. So as always, it's going to be 3, 2, 1, click. So it's 3, 2, 1, Lyon. Oh, we have dodged a bullet there, my friends. So let's do the third seeds. Who could we have? Ajax, Celtic, or Shakhtar? I'm not worried about any of those teams, really, so I'll take any of them. So 3, 2, 1... we get Ajax, probably the hardest team out of the three. And then we have the last seeds. Who have we got? We got CSK Moscow or Red Bull Salzburg. Oh, please let it be Salzburg. So 3, 2, 1, and it is CSK Moscow. So we do have a fairly straightforward group. If I'm being honest, we'll continue the game on just to get the confirmation of the group. Yeah, they are winnable game. I think we could do Lyon. I definitely think we can do Ajax. And then we got CSK Moscow to get past. So that's a fairly straightforward group. I think we can get out of that group, to be honest with you. I think that's fairly straightforward. So that is the group. Lyon, Ajax, Moscow, and Wolfsburg. Lyon's going to prove, I think, our most difficult challenge of that group. Ajax may spring in some surprises. Moscow might spring in some surprises. But, that group could have been a lot worse. I think we've done well to get where we are out of that group. So I think what we will do, we will come back for... because I don't want to come back too soon. So I think we'll come back for Hoffenheim and Moscow. I think that'll be a nice 2 games to come back on. So we're going to miss over the Dortmund, the Mainz, the Ajax, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Freiburg games. So we're going to miss out on 5 league games and a Champions League game. We're going to come back for Hoffenheim in the league and CSKA Moscow in the Champions League. So we're going to show off our first ever Champions League group stage game of this career. So might as well leave you the Champions League group, to be honest, because that is what we focused on. Fingers crossed we can get off to a good start, and we'll take on Moscow in our first Champions League game. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload the FM19 Brexit Manager every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. I will see you next time for our Champions League debut against Moscow. Well, we'll have the Ajax game before, but the on-camera debut of the Champions League, followed by a game against Hoffenheim in the Bundesliga. Thank you very much for watching.